This was completely unnecessary because we've already placed in the budget the money for a tax cut. The tax cut won't take effect until next year. Hopefully the people in this room, we'll let the people in this state understand that what the governor's talking about is more theater for the national stage rather than the reality that we passed a responsible budget that spent $62 million less than what his original budget spent. This was unnecessary, but this is more for a national audience. We have done our job in providing the opportunities. This is a YouTube moment. That's all this was. We provided a responsible budget, spent less than he did, put the money in to ensure a tax cut, because, listen, I campaigned for it along with my majority leader. We went all over the state campaigning for a property tax cut. If we passed this property tax cut 3 months ago, it wouldn't have any difference in effect. It wouldn't take place until next year. So the emergency and the act of we have to come back here now. Look, I'll come here every day. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about, listen, stop playing the theater. This is theater right now. We've provided the resources. It looks great nationally, providing tax cuts. You heard the message. Partisan compromise, not partisanship like Washington, D.C. That's a national speech, not a state speech.
We compromised on this budget. We sent him the budget that he sent us with those really somewhat rosy revenue predictions. I joined the Senate president in saying we are rooting that those revenue predictions come true and that New Jersey is on a rebound. But we are being responsible. We sent a responsible budget. We included a property tax cut to be implemented when we are sure the state of New Jersey can afford it. I think that was the appropriate, the responsible, the responsive thing to do on behalf of the residents we all represent. And he got another front page story in the newspaper today, and that's about the sum total of it. All we've said from the moment we all agreed to this budget was we are going to wait to make sure that we can afford it. What is so outlandish, particularly with this governor, in talking about that? He's already borrowing in order to, says it's apples and oranges, but it's taking apples and calling it oranges for the Transportation Trust Fund. We're enabling him to do all the things he wanted to do. This budget is a compromise. And if the governor really understood the word compromise, we wouldn't be here today. Intelligent people understand that sometimes you have to wait till you can afford to do something before you do it. Particularly here in New Jersey, where we're trying to climb out of having an unemployment rate a full point higher than the rest of the nation, being 47th on our economic barometers in the nation. We've got some pretty serious problems here.
The only difference is making sure the money's going to be there. Too many governors in this state have risked the future of the state by promising things they couldn't. Christie Todd Whitman comes to mind, promising 30% tax cuts that the state still hasn't rebounded from. So we want to provide a tax cut. We all run for office. We all love to provide a tax cut. We think we've come up with a responsible property tax cut. What it comes down to is we have to make sure the money's going to be there. And the good thing is we put it in the budget. It's sitting there. And when his projections come in November, December, they come in the way we expect them to come, or we hope that they'd come in, then we're going to pass this legislation because we'd be foolish not to. It's our plan. And really, the most important thing to the people of the state, they need to understand this tax cut that the governor talks about, if we sign this legislation tomorrow, does not take place till 2013. And I think he's misleading the public into thinking that they're going to get a tax cut tomorrow, which is not the case.